I'm an RIPG. That means I'm reflective, I'm an I person, I'm physical, and I'm guarded. Being an I person means that I value independence in a relationship.
No one get on me for this, please. I'm not a fan of the nail polish. I'm sorry.
If all the red and green flags in a partner were revealed up front, would that help us find real love? With 5 hand-selected men to date, our bachelor will pose a series of questions, crafted to bring forward any red and green flags they may have. Who will win the race to his heart?
My name is Michael. I'm 30 years old. I want to get husband up here in this joint. I do not want to be single for the rest of my life. I feel like I'm an anomaly in the gay community, so I'm very open to a different opinion. I found that I've been more so bullied if I'm not 100% Democrat, if I'm not wanting to hook up with other guys and explore my sexual freedom. It's almost like, why aren't you with the rest of the crew? Why shouldn't I date you?
Should not? Oh God. Because you'll never forget me. I don't know, just like, I could be unpredictable.
I tend to be guarded sometimes, especially when I'm first in a relationship or meeting somebody. I can keep to myself.
So I'm a very spontaneous person. I just think, sometimes if you can't handle spontaneity, it can be a lot for someone, but also if you're willing to be a part of the adventure, then it could be a great time.
My ideal type is someone who is sweet and kind. I would love someone who has ambition and drive. I think I'd get bored if they're not up to anything in life.
I have no filter, so basically I have a lot of word vomit. I use humor to deflect everything.
I'm very ambitious. I live a very fast-paced life. I would need somebody who can keep up with me.
Green flag, surprise me. That's a red flag for me. I'm trying to break down a wall and it's really hard. I'll lose interest. Green flag, yeah. That's a red flag for me. That's a green flag for me. I want someone who's ambitious. My goals are big to me and I want to support them in their goals too. What do you think happens when we die? If I find someone who is a Christian, it's going to be so rare, and I would love that, but it's taught me to be very open of wherever someone is in their journey and their faith walk.
He was really going in there just with the hard, not the hard questions, but these questions that really can define whether or not you're yeah, I can see myself with this person or not.
I mean, part of me thinks that it's literally just goes black and then you just cease to exist.
I'm a firm believer that there's way too much energy and aura going around that. I think when you die, it's not just the end of it. Our energy and our soul does travel.
I'd love to believe that there is life after this earth, and I think I like to say that to myself sometimes, but really no one knows, and it's kind of a mystery to us all.
I believe I'm more on the spiritual side. I do believe that something happens when you die. I don't know if it's a soul, I don't know if it's reincarnation, but I do believe something happens.
I also would like to believe that something beautiful happens after death, but I would say faith is a gift that I have not yet received. So I would say agnostic. I don't know.
Green flag, there's not a bad red flag with that to me. Green flag. Green flag. I just like how thoughtful his answer was. Green flag. That's a little bit of a red flag for me. My faith is so important to me. It might be a little tough for me to be with someone who's either atheist or agnostic. No shame to anyone else, I'm stating that.
I have had relationships with people in the past where they were very strong in their beliefs and their faith, and I would never want to take that away from somebody.
Top or bottom? Why?
Okay, so that threw me for a loop.
Please be a top.
So I'm probably more of a bottom.
Yeah, I would also say I'm a little more of a bottom, but I am a people pleaser, so I like to make sure that my partner is getting the best out of that experience as well.
Y'all are going in today. I am a top. If I were into a relationship, like if we were gonna be versed, like I would be open to that. But when it comes to like the dating scene and like where I stand right now, I do identify as a top.
It's 2022. Everyone should be a verse. I mean, if you're scared to have a penis in your ass, then you probably shouldn't be gay.
That's a deal breaker, and I think a lot of people don't think it is in the gay community, and they're just like, can't you just flip on a switch and become a top or become a bottom? And that's not how it works.
Yeah, so it kind of just depends on the day. I wouldn't really put myself on either side of that line.
That's a red flag for me. I'm a bottom. Everyone should not be like, it doesn't matter the year. Like, people have preferences.
I mean, I stand by what I say. You should always be versed in 2022. I will always stand by that.
All right. This is like awkward. Hi. Oh my God.
Tall, dark, and handsome. Yeah, well-spoken, confident.
I'm feeling pretty good. Definitely some possible candidates. I'm bummed that Michael is eliminated just because he's very attractive.
Hi, my name's Greg. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
In one point you said you're looking for like a beefy Midwestern
Yeah.
guy.
Have you ever cuddled with a beefy man? It is amazing. Just because I'm on the slimmer side, I would prefer my partner to be bigger because it makes for more fun and cuddling. It's neutral.
Green.
Green.
Okay.
I'm Devin.
Hi, Devin. Nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
No one get on me for this, please. I'm not a fan of the nail polish, but I totally dig your style. Like, I want that shirt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you're very cute. And so I'll give you a red flag for the nail polish.
All right. It was kind of like it took me aback because it's funny how he likes my style and then he pinpoints my nails and he says that that's the red flag for him.
I'm not a fan of the fingernail polish. It's just not for me personally, but if they have like a authoritative presence, then that can win me over fingernail polish or not.
I'm Bijan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I totally dig your style. I would wear all this.
Thank you.
Green flag.
Cool.
Yeah. Even like the metalwork you got going on with like the rings and everything. That is really cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Bijan is such a sweetheart, and I know that we'll click. How would you break up with someone and act it out?
If I wasn't feeling it anymore, it's all about like the conversation and dialogue. So I'd want to like meet that person and just kind of like express how I was feeling and like let them know, saying, hey, it's not working out, but you're wonderful kind of thing, but always in person. It has to be.
That's so sweet. Green flag. I'm gonna. That's very sweet.
He's back.
You see me across the room at a party. What do you do?
Oh, God, me at a party, I'd probably go up to you and be like, what are you drinking? And then I'd be like, what's your name? I'm Bijan.
That's sexy. Because
Yeah?
people don't do that anymore. People don't approach people anymore because they're afraid of rejection. So I would actually be like, hi, nice to meet you. Green flag.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good. How do you show your love and affection? I love receiving love through time. If they give me their time, I know, because a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah, so my love language is quality time. we would probably go somewhere that went viral on TikTok to eat, and we would wait 2.5 hours, but it would be worth it because it would be really good. And then we'd probably go to a concert or a show afterwards.
Green flag.
Thank you.
I like the spontaneity, so green flag. What is your relationship with masculine and feminine, the masculine and feminine side?
It's actually, I love that question. It's very half and half, I think, or maybe not half and half, but it's fluid. Like, I don't know. I feel like my soul is like a female, but like outwardly in my life, I feel like I tend to project more of a masculine side, unless I'm at the Abbey. Yeah.
That's a red flag for me. Sorry.
Wait, you're
Just 'cause,
kidding.
like, the Abbey's a red flag. I just
You don't like the Abbey?
no. But I actually feel like I'm feeling your vibe in terms of that. But I'm looking for someone who has that authority, like the masculine.
Yeah, you want a top.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. What are your vices?
I do love going out. I love to party. It's not like I'm going out every single day. It's like the weekend's the weekend. I'm like, let's go out and have a good time. And then during the week, like, let's get done and like be a boss about it.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Green flag.
Oh, yeah.
Do you go to the Abbey?
I try not to.
Fill in the blank. Christians are.
Ooh.
I'm honestly very open. They do not have to have the same opinion as me. And I think it's because I'm not expecting them to, because I know that I'm such an anomaly.
Christians are interesting. They come in such a broad spectrum. There are some Christians that I love, and there are some that genuinely do scare me. And so it has affected the way that I view that faith, unfortunately. That is my honest answer.
Would you ever date a Christian guy?
I necessarily wouldn't be opposed to it, but I believe that at some point religion would be a topic that we would discuss, and if it was something that was vital to that other person, I don't know what would come of that. It has been my experience that a lot of people who do have faith later on down the line, they want to share that with their partner, and that's fair. I don't know if I'm able to give that to somebody.
I'm gonna say a green flag. I like your answer.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was sweet, because I think some people view Christians as like the horribleness of the earth, and like we're not all like that. Like, I'm so sorry for, like, I can't speak for everyone, but like I'm not a Christian who wants to judge everyone, because I can't even judge like I've made so many mistakes. So yeah.
Well, we do have our first person who made it final step.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to
Michael.
meet you.
My name's Greg.
Greg has the authentic responses that I think are very sweet and kind.
I think he's very honest, which I appreciate. I think that honesty is really important in any person. I'm always open to new friends, and romantically, I don't know. This was fun. Did
This
you
was
have a good
fun.
time?
I'm a little slightly nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but it was,
Oh,
yeah.
why are you nervous?
This is a whole new dating experience that I've never done before.
So I think red flags and green flags are helpful. Like, whether you call it red flag, green flags, or if you're just calling it, your likes and dislikes, you need to know those things. And it's nice to get them out in front, because that's really how you get to know someone and figure out whether or not you want to continue getting to know them more.
Little like isolated red or green flags, I think that's not conducive to finding a real good relationship. Like, sure, you can have this quality, and that's a red flag like by itself, but you kind of want to take the average of those things.
I do think red and green flags are helpful. If someone shows you their favorite color is red, you should believe them.
Are either of you interested in like seeing each other outside of this? Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I'm open to connecting with you. I don't have my phone on me.
Well, I
Oh
have
yeah.
mine.
I'll give that to
Yeah,
you.
there we go.
If you can show me where okay, you got a lot of apps in here.
Oh no.
It's not